Hello, everybody. Oops. Didn't have that walk down too well now, did I? No, I did not. Let's see if I can do this. Move my stand with one hand. Sometimes it's harder than it looks. There we go. It's more like dump my stand with one hand. There we go. This should be locking into. There we go. That's better. That's much better. Oh, it's A sharp. My bad. I wasn't reading it. Wasn't reading it properly. Am I even in tune? Yep, it's close enough. Close enough. Hello, one person watching. It's probably Mrs. Wombat, I would imagine, because she's always watching. At least she watches what I do. So, which is good. It's nice to have someone to watch you. Keep having to turn the page. I need a page turner. Who wants to be my page turner? Describing what you see. Oh, now. Stand back and wait. Anyways, another song I don't know really that well. I like it, but I don't know how to play it. See if I can make this one make sense. Hello, Tammy Sue. Enough of that. But welcome, Tammy. Just hanging out, playing a little bit of guitar, trying to learn some new songs. So yeah, just got home a little bit ago, so I figured might as well come on, like I've been telling people I was gonna do, and see if anybody shows up. If people show up, the more the merrier. If not, it'll just be us for as long as we can stand each other, and that'll be fine. Just trying to find something that I can play. Anyway, that's enough of that. Where did the nicknames come from? Oh, you mean with the wombats? Is that what you're talking about? The nicknames for usins? Yes. Okay. I was trying to find a name for my YouTube channel. I saw a picture of myself, and I thought I looked like a rodent, so I did a Google. I did a Google search with the picture, and put in the word rodent next to my picture, and what came up was a bunch of pictures of wombats. So I said, yeah, I guess I do look like a wombat. So I said, okay, that's what we're going with. We're going with the wombat. And then Jen, because she's my wife, just said, I want to be Mrs. Wombat. So that's really all there is. No big story behind it. I just was trying to think of an interesting name, and I figured, hey, that sounds good. Why not? I found a picture where I was kind of a candid shot, and I was kind of going, I was going, or something weird, and my teeth look really big. I go, wow, dude, I look like a rodent in that picture. So yeah, it's different. It's unique. People like it. It's kind of interesting when I go into different chat rooms and stuff. Everybody's like, wombat. I'm like, oh yeah, that's me, huh? Yeah. So that's what people like calling me. Ooh, this just a hair, just a smidge. Just a smidge that way. There we go. Yeah, it's about the same. Anyways. The girl's redneck and prissy. That's pretty funny. That's pretty good. Is that it? Oh, don't want to do that. Okay. I guess. I don't know. Sometimes my camera acts really strange. Like it is right now. It's acting really, really strange. What is going on with this thing? Because usually it's not like this wide of an angle. Usually it's a lot less. Let's try this. Wrong direction. Not any better in that direction, is it? All right. That's just the light shining through on that side. All right. All righty. Oh, I got a book. I was just messing through with different songs. I was just really not feeling like playing much of any of them, so I was just kind of going, oh, I know this one, kind of, 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 so. But it's just, so. It's got a big songbook, different stuff. So, yeah, I read some. Me, my Diana, hey. Yeah, I do read a little bit of music, not as fluent as I used to. I used to be able to just kind of like play as I read, but now it's like it's a little bit harder to do that. So sometimes I just listen to what people are doing because I've found that a lot of times when I'm playing with people, they're not necessarily going by the way things are written. They're kind of putting their own feel on it. So I'm like, okay, I'll just follow whatever they're doing it. Okay, when you play piano, yeah, I've kind of messed around with the piano myself and found where the notes and stuff are on the piano in relation to the guitar and stuff, and do like some walk downs and stuff. Just like on the piano, just go do stuff like. Just, on the piano, just, yeah. Solo Blue, how's it going? How's it going? I am just hanging out. I was going to advertise this. Maybe Jen went on my Twitter and said, let's see, it's been a long day. A lot of stuff going on. Sorry to hear that. Jen's laying down. She's not really feeling too good. I'm trying to get my head straightened out because my allergies are kind of making my head feel kind of funny. So other than that, I'm doing all right. She's doing so-so. There we go. No, still not yet. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. Still sounds a little bit off. No, I've never heard of Glenn Hansard, so I'll have to keep my ears tuned for. Let me write that down. I'll have to do a YouTube search. Glenn Hansard. Okay. Oh, okay. Solo Blue knows who he is. I'm like way out of the loop. I may have heard of his stuff, but I have no idea who he is. I started reading Glenn is something, and then it just it disappeared. And there we go again, 20 minutes in, and I'm keeping it on top chat. There we go. Okay, cool. David Gray. Okay, I'll make a note to check him out too. Yeah, autotune's not my favorite thing to listen to, and then the hooks and stuff. Cool. And David Gray. Okay. I will check them out. Okay. Yeah, you and Solo Blue have similar taste in music, which is good. This is like moving. Looks kind of, oh well. Hey Karen, how are you? I will have to check that out. All these movies and music, I'm apparently way behind everything. Wow. I will definitely check that out. Oh, yeah, that was last night I started them. We're going to start doing those every Monday. So thank you for retweeting that. I'm just messing around on this thing to just killing time, waiting for people to show up. Colin Hay. I've heard Colin Hay before. Yes, I have heard Colin Hay. I listen to a lot of music. Obscure tastes. I've got a couple Rubbermaid totes just full of CDs. I don't know how many CDs I have in there, but I got a lot. I have a lot of CDs. And usually when I start talking to people about different bands and stuff, they're like, I don't know who that is. So there you go. Sit it down so I can socialize a little bit more. Oh, yeah, I've listened to like a bunch of different bands and stuff. It depends on what mood I'm into. 1 minute I like more classic stuff, and I get into grungy stuff, and then I get into like EDM, and then I get into old funk, and then just it's all over the place. So I have so many CDs. And usually at work when I'm playing a lot of my music, people are like looking at me like okay. It's like whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of bands I've actually stumbled onto, and it's like I'll find their CD somewhere and I'll pick it up. Yeah, you teach privately, so you keep up with with all the new stuff. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. Just Ada Pasternak. There's a lot of new up and coming, really young musicians that I just hear that just blow me away a lot of the time. Just like, wow. I've heard them. I can't place them right now, but I have heard them. I can't think of anything that they're doing. It's like I have musical ADHD. I swear. It's like some people go, you know this band, and then I try to think of it, and then I think of like 3 different songs all at the same time. So yeah, put them on. Badly Drawn Boy, I've heard them. So one band that I really was hoping would take off that I guess he did because he went in a different direction. But Josh from Queens of the Stone Age, he had a band before that. Caius. They're pretty cool. I liked a lot of their stuff that they did. So then there's another band that I used to listen to quite a bit. There's just 3 guys in the band. They're called Clockhammer, and they would change the style of music like in the midst of the song. It was pretty cool. They do like real jazzy, like free jazz stuff, and then slip into some country stuff, and then just like abruptly stop and then do some real sludgy down tune stuff, and then back into like the experimental jazz stuff. It was pretty crazy, but it's just fun when you see everybody on the same page in the band, and it just like kind of going all in the same direction at the same time. When you hear me talk about it, you think that sounds like a train wreck waiting to happen. But when you actually listen to how it all fits together, you're like, wow, that's that's amazing how those guys did that. Yeah, there's a lot of bands, and I'm starting to rediscover a lot of the bands that I missed or before my time. Okay, yeah, classical guitar, classic rock, folk, blues, jazz, even some classical guitar. Yeah, I love music. I've just been a connoisseur of music for years and 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 nobody in my family was. It was just something that I just really was drawn to, and I like it. So that's yeah. I guess I'm somebody if I have trolls coming by, but whatever. This is just a hangout stream. Nobody's talking bad about anybody, so we're gonna take that silliness up here and put you on timeout. Next time we'll just block you straight out. Because this is supposed to be a place everybody's welcome to come. Everybody's can hang out, can talk, and if we got people just being stupid, we'll just there's the door. I don't have time for it. Okay, you teach basic guitar, mandolin, and banjo. The banjo baffles you? Banjos have weird tuning. I tried playing my grandpa's banjo once, and it was just like it was hard to grasp. The mandolin's pretty easy, unless it was the way a friend of mine had a mandolin, and it was tuned real similar to the top 4 strings of a guitar, but in double sets your courses. So for me, it seemed to be pretty easy. No, teach them the basics. That's kind of what I'm going to be doing with the live streams I'm going to do on Monday nights. Teach people the basics, and help them start to develop rhythm, and get teach the notes and a little bit of theory, and show how the notes fit together with the chords. Basic stuff, and we'll try to get into some stuff. But that's my plan, is just really to kind of teach the basics, and hopefully I'll be getting better when I start teaching, because I usually go a while before picking up the guitar. I usually go a few weeks at a time. So write songs with his banjo, yeah, it's something. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I actually did. Nick show you the thing that I sent to him? I've got a copy of it here. This is a really cool software package I sent to him. This is called Mixcraft, and it has a bunch of virtual instruments in here, as well as you can record. And what's really cool about this, you can, if you want to learn a song, you can actually record a snippet of the song, put it in the software. It'll give you the time signature and the key. Yeah, this is the same one I sent to Negs, Mixcraft 7. And it has like a bunch of drum loops in here. You can use MIDI instruments. I've got a little keyboard, I don't even know where it's at right now, that you can just plugs into the USB, and you can do your piano stuff through there. You can do drums on there, but this thing already has drum patches in it. I don't know if you can see it too well, but it actually has like a piano roll that scrolls by as you're playing, so you can kind of see where the notes are and stuff on there. It's like really, really cool, really super easy to use. Are you talking to Solo or myself? If you're talking to me, I haven't written or even tried to write a song for many, 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 many years. I tried, and the songs that I wrote were just real personal stuff, addressing some issues that I was going through. And I ended up tossing all those songs when I got through that phase of my life. A lot of angry, bitter, mad at the world kind of songs, believe it or not. But yeah, it was just one of those times in my life that a lot of people go through. But yeah, I got where I'd write the songs and stuff, and then I'd write out lyrics, but I never really liked the sound of my own voice, so I never attempted to sing. But I'd have the lyrics, and I'd read the lyrics off to myself as I was playing, imagine what it would sound like if somebody was actually singing them. But as far as like writing the notes and stuff, I could, notate it and everything, and I got where I knew what key the song I was writing in, and I could make all the music notes and know where to put the sharps and the flats and even the naturals and the rests and all that stuff. So it's just kind of fun stuff that, even though it was a very, very dark time, it was very therapeutic getting through those times. Getting through those times that I didn't think I was actually going to get through. But I survived, and a lot of people. Why, thank you. Yeah, he was a guitarist. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's... When I was writing my songs, I was kind of going through some things and doing a bit of underage drinking myself. Not saying that your friend's underage, but I was. And so that was That was where I was at. But yeah, I get times where I start playing on the acoustic and I start playing other things. Okay, you piano lessons for 10 years, 28 students. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun teaching. So it's fun. Your children are musically talented. That's good. My son never had an interest in it. Um, Jen was in band through high school. I went to a lot of different schools, and I never made it into band, even though I would have loved to have been in band. But it's just as far as my son, he's into creating stuff, building stuff, engineering things, welding, engine building, all kinds of stuff. He's built one motorcycle completely from scratch, designed the frame and everything. He's restored, I want to say about 4 motorcycles. So you get so bored teaching. Yeah, that's over good. I'm sorry to hear that. That you get bored teaching. I enjoy teaching. In the past, when I've been able to teach and stuff, just to kind of see when you're instructing somebody and you see the wheels and you start to see when they're starting to get it. That's exciting time. The rest of the time, it's just like drudgery. You're just like, come on. And sometimes when you're teaching kids, it's like you're trying to get them to focus, and they're like looking at everything around, and oh yeah, look at that over there, look at that over there. But that's how kids are. They keep you going. You just hate certain scales. Probably diminished and harmonic minor scales and all those lovely weird sounding scales. Oh, meters, yeah. Yeah, it's hard when with meters. It's for me it's more of getting to the point where I can actually get myself into that rhythm of actually feeling where the accents are and stuff, especially when you're playing in an odd time signature and try to get the feel. Some of the signatures that I've seen that I've tried doing stuff, I try counting it out, and it's just like, forget it. I gotta just kind of go with the feel of things. Yeah, one of the bands that's famous for having weird time signatures is Soundgarden. You can feel the groove, but you can't. Yeah, I've used a metronome before. My 4/4 I'm good at. 3/4 3/4 I'm pretty good at, but sometimes I find my 3/4 kind of shifting more into like a 6/8 kind of thing. I lose the waltz feel, and it kind of turns more into like a, a rushed march kind of feel. Most of the stuff I play is in 4/4. I try not to stray too much out of that. 6/8 feels real comfortable. 3/4 I kind of have to kind of think that through. 7/4 I've played some stuff in 7/4, not very often. Again, that's just really kind of capturing the groove. It's when you count out like 7/4, a friend of mine told me it's 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3, something like that. So, and some of the other ones, but when you're trying to like focus on what notes you're playing or what key you're in, and then yeah. But playing with a metronome is pretty good. it's just hard when you really sit down and set it at the really slow speed when you're trying to get down something like, say, 16th notes or triplets or something, where it's like 7/4. 7/4 is kind of, like I'm saying, it's kind of more of a feel. It's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of it's like kind of a shuffly jazz kind of feel. That and 5/4. I was looking at some music one time in a book, and I was like looking at it and going, "There's no way." It's like every measure, it went from like 4/4 to 5/4 to 4/4 to 5/4 to 4/4 to 5/4, and then it did 4/4 for a bit, and then it went to 7/4, and then there's a couple bars of 2/4, and then it went from 4/4 to 5/4, 4/4 to 5/4, 4/4 to 5/4, and I'm just like, why? Why are you showing off? But yeah, it's piano and sight reading you can use it, but with a banjo, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I've got, actually somewhere in a bunch of my stuff I've got a couple metronomes that are the wind up kind. I had a really cool one that used to go in my guitar cases. It was some German company, and it was like only about that big. You take off the cover and the little things there, and it would go from like, it was like 36 or 40 beats a minute all the way up to like 180 or something. Yeah, the wind up ones are cool. The digital ones, it's just like, it feels too sterile. Yeah, it's like you broke. Yeah. And sometimes, like, if I'm using a digital one, I like watching the pulse rather than listening to the. Yeah, it doesn't give you the same feel. Yeah, the wind-up ones it's kind of like a clock. You just kind of feel a gentle ticking, tick, tock, tick, tock, instead of the. Just gets kind of gyrating at times. Let's see how. Sometimes tuners have metronomes. I was just checking to see if this one had it, but it does not. I know one of my other tuners has it. One of my other tuners. Dr. P. Was that a person, or was that one of the because there was a device I remember that came out in like the mid 80s called Dr. Beat. And it was like, it was a metronome, but it sounded like hand claps. I think that's the thing I'm thinking of. Or maybe I'm thinking of something that was like a really primitive drum machine, I think. And it was just kind of like, I remember being something with hand claps, unless that's something else entirely different that I'm thinking of. You wanted to break it. Yeah. Mrs. Wombat hated using the metronome. We laugh about that all the time. She did not like it. She said she wanted to play it however she felt like. I go, oh, free jazz, huh? That's what I always tell my friends when they're playing out of time and stuff. I go, oh, we're becoming a jazz band now, huh? And they just kind of look at me. They don't get the joke. They don't get the joke at all. Yeah, it does. Yep. That's kind of what I like about the guitar is it's really hands-on. You feel the vibrations and stuff. And I like modifying a lot of my electrics. It's kind of like the more hands-on that I have on the guitar, the more of a connection I have. That makes any sense without sounding too weird. Yeah, Charlie Parker freestyle. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Move this out of the way in case there's a fire. In case there's a fire. There's fur. Oh, okay. Jazz for the new baby. New grandbaby. No pop for the little nugget. There you go. Pop's overrated. I'm so rusty with my scales. That is a very cute grandchild you have there, Mrs. Davis. You love watching people's fingers. Oh, that's it. So he's number 5? Nice. Nice. Do we have no? No, we just have the one son, and he's busy building his projects and stuff. So no time for that right now. So. Wow, 3 daughters. Yep, we just have the one son, which is very nice. That's congratulations on having 3 daughters and 5 grandchildren. So, do they all live close by? Oh, within 10 miles, so that is very close. That gets confusing. They're all daddy's girls. Yeah, they always will be. They always, that's kind of how it seems to go. They always will be. "32, 26, and 25. Yeah, our son is 31. Yeah, 31. He's born in 87, so. I always mess that up. Born in 86. So your children have pretty much known you their whole life. As I always tell people my son, I go, see him? He's my son. He's known me his whole life. Yeah, I'm going to be 51 here pretty soon, so. Okay, yeah, we are close to the same age. Very cool. Very, very cool. Thanks. You're only as old as you act or something like that, so I act immature, so it helps keep me young. Act 18, feel 81. Oh well, sorry about that. Yeah, some days are a little bit that way for us as well. Yeah. Yeah, November, Jen's gonna be 50, so she keeps telling me, "You're 50. I'm still in my 40s." I go, "Not for too much longer." Not for too much longer. All right. Well, if you need to go, I totally understand. Your phone and your battery are about dead. So totally understandable. Totally fine. So we were just seeing what was going on the internet tonight. So I just figured I'd come on here for a little bit, and I don't know, I may wind this down here in a few minutes myself. So, all right, you have a good night and stay blessed. Thank you for coming. So. Just the three of us. So that's. Alrighty. Oh, who else is here? Okay. All right. We will see you all real soon. If anybody needs to get a hold of me, my Twitter will be up. So, all right. Have a good night.